Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this video, as you would understand, is about option entry, and this is actually the most important video, and you can lose a lot of things if you don't do it properly. So that's why I'm starting this video with the do's and don't of the option entry, which will be applicable for all the rounds, which is the mock round, first round, second round, and the third round, which is also called second extended, right, in KCET. You should understand it very clearly, otherwise you will not get allotted any seats, right? So first is that, when you're doing option entry, I'll show how to do it, but 999 option entries you can do, right? So don't restrict to few option entry, and I will explain what that means. Second is options which you have entered during the first round of counseling will remain same for all the rounds of counseling. That means, third point, that you cannot add any new option in the later rounds. So somebody who is interested to go in round second and third, they should be very cautious that whatever you enter in the first round will remain there, and while you cannot enter anything new. So don't worry, I will show this with the example just now, right? So rule number 4 also says the same, that option entry done before the first round will be the final list of options. Now the next two lines, that is the row number 5 and 6, are applicable when you are moving from one round of counseling to the second round. That means you are going from first round to second round and second round to third round. That is, candidate may delete or alter higher options. So you have permission to delete and modify, that is alter the higher options, only the higher options, right? And the point says that you cannot alter the lower options. So I'll explain these all points there with example, right? So let's understand with the example. So you create your option entry list, right? What options you want to do, and you have to prioritize them, right? I'm just giving example of 8 option entry on the list, but you don't restrict it to 8, at least put 20. You don't know what you will get and you don't know what you will not get, right? It is all dependent on others. So 999 option entries are possible, but at least I'm showing with example of 8, right? And for 8, how you have to enter, I will tell. So let's understand, somebody is interested in computer science, interested first in the government college, right? So for example, he chooses two government college, University Vishwasaya College of Engineering UVCE and SKSJTI, which is another government college in Bangalore, right? So two of them are there in Bangalore. So he first option he gave is he wants CSC in this. Second is that in this he wants ECE in the SKSJTI because that is very popular in that college, for example. Then third, he says BMS College of Engineering Bangalore, which is a private engineering college. He wants industrial management because he will not get CSC there, right, and other branches. So he chooses industrial management. Niti Meenakshi, he is another private engineering college, he chooses computer science because that he may get, he is thinking, right? Now apart from engineering courses, he is also interested in architecture courses. So that's why you see AR in there, right? But so for architecture, his fifth option entry is UVC Bangalore architecture, and he wants to do architecture good colleges, say example PDA Gulbarga. So he'll put PDA Gulbarga 6th, Malnad College in Hassan 7th, and then RVC Bangalore architecture 8th, right? So he has decided in this list, and that is what his option entry list, but it can be much longer and you should be making much more longer, right? Now let's understand. So after the results are out, the mock round, and he edits the options, and then in the first round of allotment he gets the college number 3, which is BMS College of Engineering Bangalore IM, right? And by seeing his he's still thinking he's not got a good one, he has put that in the option. Now he wants to go in the round 2, right? So the moment he wants to go to the round 2, right, as I said, all the lower options will be deleted, right? That means anything in the sheet which is below BMS College of Engineering IM branch will be deleted. That means all of these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be deleted from your list, right? Only you can get the higher options, right? You cannot get the lower options. So that means your all 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be deleted. So now after deletion, you have already got BMS College. After the last 4, 5 rounds lines deletion, only option you have left is the first 2 lines from the previous sheet, which is UVC, CSC and SKS, JTI, EC. That is what will be your entry in the second round, right? No further new college you can add now. So let's understand with the example. So you create your option entry list, right? What options you want to do, and you have to prioritize them, right? I'm just giving example of 8 option entry on the list, but you don't restrict it to 8, at least put 20. You don't know what you will get and you don't know what you will not get, right? It is all dependent on other, right? And for 8, how you have to enter, so once you log in, right, you will be seeing these options on the left, which says candidate option entry, worksheet, detailed option entry worksheet and all, right? So this is the what you have to create, and what you get on the right side, which is the allotment and then the admission tab. So the first step one, right, you see in this, you have to go to the home page, and there you will get the candidates option entry, and that I have already shown. And within that candidates option entry, you will see college wise and course wise list. So two important thing is there, right? First you have to see college list, right? Then only you can select the college, which I mentioned in the column 1, and then the course list, which I mentioned in the column 2 when I was giving 8 option entries example, right? So also note that when you select college, there will be different type of colleges will be available, because KCET is not only for engineering, but KCET also covers options for farm sciences, for B Pharma, for Pharma D, for architecture, for other courses as well. And you can select from mix of both, right? So there will be students who will select engineering and pharma both option entries, so that you have to understand. So this is what similar to which I said, you have option from medical colleges, engineering colleges, ISMH, agriculture college, veterinary colleges, food sciences college, pharma colleges, pharma lateral entry, or it's called pharma D. And you see all those options are displayed on the top. So if you see in the top bar, it's saying written medical, dental, ISMBH, engineering, architecture, food sciences, agriculture, BSc, veterinary science, and the other one, right? So you have to select engineering if you want to go and enter the engineering courses and the options list, right? Now remember the choices, priorities which we have set. What we set, first option is UVCE computer science, you remember? So now when you select engineering on the top, and then you see the college name is University Vishwesvaraya College of Engineering, KR Circle, Bangalore. And within that there are 8 options like E001, AE, AR and all. But since we said we want to do first option entry as UVCE CS, so you have to just go to the row number 4 and put 1 in front of that. That it will say that UVCE CS has become the entry number 1. And second we said is a SKS JTI KR Circle College ECE branch, right? So put 2 in front of it. Next we selected few private college, right? So the course you selected is private aided, and you selected the college BMS College of Engineering, so you put 3 in front of the required course. So we said BMS College of Engineering, we will not get computer science and all other branches, but we have put in front of in the industrial management IM course. So E003 IM you put 3. So when you're putting this course options, right, so like selecting course against college, then you have to so you can select many options, but you have to keep on doing a save so that you don't lose on the option entry, right? And then you continue with your option entry, then you put option entry 4 or the list priority 4 which you have set. Then now you move to the course which is a private unaided, right? And there you said you will again go back to architecture courses now. So what you have to do on the top is a step, you can see there is an architecture college list. You click on that, then only your architecture colleges will be visible. And we said from 5, 6, 7, 8 we will enter the architecture option. So if you see when you clicked on architecture on the top, it displayed UVCE architecture course, and then in front of that you have put 5. Then you went to Malnad College, you went to PDA College of Engineering, you have put 6 in front of that, as we said. Then you went to Malnad College of Engineering, then architecture course AR ET025 AR you put 7. And similarly last option was RVCE architecture, so you went into front of that and you have put 8 in front of RVCE architecture. So that way you have created from mix of colleges from engineering and architecture, which you saw on the top of the screen. So same combinations you can use for other set of programs which are there apart from engineering. Keep selecting on the tabs and keep putting the numbers, as many option entries you want, right? And then you can go to government engineering colleges also, like where which is government engineering college Hassan, government engineering college Chikmagalur, government engineering college Chamarajnagar, and rest of the whole list is available there, and you have to save them. So that's very important that you have to click save button. And you should note that option just before the last date or time, whatever you saved becomes the final. So if you have, but before that you have a complete flexibility to edit this list 2 3 times or many times till the time last day. So server will record the last entry what you have saved just before the date of last date of submission of the option entries. And this will be applicable for both the mock rounds as well as all the subsequent rounds, which are round 1, round 2, round 3. So after the submission of the mock option entries, which is the first step, you will get the result of that mock allotment, and it will show that based on others preferences, others choice, out of 8 which one you will get, right? Since this was only mock round, the purpose of it that it will allow you to edit so that you are prepare your modify your entries and give it the next shot, which will become the first round option entry. So you have option to modify the option entries. So I will explain now how to modify the option entries. So in simple terms, you see here step 1, go to modify or go to modify selected option window. There you will see that you can change the number and type, and I will show with the example how you can change the number and type. And then step 3, click the update button. So once you change, you have to click the update button, and then you have selected view option, and then you will see the new set of option entries after modification, and then only you have to submit those for the as a final entry for round 1, right? And I told you that once what you have submitted in the round 1 will become your final entry for round 2, round 3, right? Then you cannot change. But just after the mock entry you can change, because that is the purpose of doing a mock entry, is that you can modify the options, right? So this is how the modification will happen, right? So if you see on the top, for example, the table 1, what we did earlier, right? Similar to 8 option, right? You selected 6 option 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then you realize that that type set of is not correct. You add some more colleges as well as modify. So to modify, you can change the priority, right? So you see E001CS was first priority in the mock round, and that was UVC computer science. In front of that, on the left side table X, you have 1, but you decide now you want to move out, and that is not the correct thinking. You want to take BMS College of Engineering IM course as your first entry. So in the right side called table Y, you go and in front of E003 IM put 1, so that your IM or BMS or IM course becomes 1. Similarly, you can modify all your option entries from the list what you have created in the mock round. Also, you can add new options. Since it is only mock round, up to mock round to first round, addition is allowed, right? Because you have not even allotted anything, and because that allotment of round 1 has yet to happen. Now the next step is you want to delete the option. Similar to what you have done for modifying, you have to delete the option. Again, you have to go to the steps which says delete options, then select and open the window, and then whatever option you want to delete, in front of that option you have to put 0. So 0 means delete. You are not giving it any priority number. So that is the way how you delete the options. You have to add 0 in front of all the options which you are wanted to delete, right? And then the last step is you can print option report, right? So whatever you have modified, whatever you have added, and whatever you have deleted in the mock round after the mock round result, and that will be available now for the first round option entry, right? But you can take that your print out option report, and you see it may be possible that from 8 which was in the mock round entry, you have now 12 offers. Out 8 you continued with the reordering, but 4 you added new. That's all, friend, and I have explained the complete end-to-end option entry process. And thanks for watching, and please do subscribe the channel to get similar updates. Take care and bye.